Hi, welcome to Miss Music. On this channel I'm looking at albums that may have passed you by. So not the top selling albums of all time, those albums that are kind of crept in under your radar. And on this video I'm listening to Hop Up by Orlando Weeks. So reason number one to take a listen to Hop Up is that it's just such an upbeat, positive album. Psychologists will tell you that we love to listen to sad and brooding tracks, and that happy music just makes up a tiny percentage of our playlist. If that's the case, then that tiny percentage needs to include Hop Up by Orlando Weeks. It's just such a positive album. In the UK, it's kind of just trying to turn into spring. It's still a bit cold, but this is the perfect spring album to listen to. It's just going to make you feel great. Have a listen to High Kicking.
Hello, good time, make good time my holy book. Sleight of hand, I made you look. Good time till the window shook. Good times bring on friends of mine, faces from a way back time. Good old boys and girls who shine. Good time memories of mine. Hello, good time, hello, good time. When I hold you, when I hold you, I let go. Hello, good time, nearly every time. I kick on the conga line. I'll fit both your hands in mine. Hello, good time, hello, good time.
Reason number two to listen to this album is Orlando Weeks' voice. It's just sublime. When I first listened to Hop Up, I wasn't convinced, but the more I listened to it, the more I appreciated his voice. It's really smooth and rich, and on this album it exudes happiness. You can't help but notice the similarities in tone with the late Mark Hollis from the band Talk Talk, and that's not a bad thing. And listening to Hop Up made me want to go back and rediscover Talk Talk. In a strange way, and you may disagree with me, this album reminds me a lot of Peter Gabriel, and I'm not sure why. I think if you deepened Orlando Weeks' voice and you slowed some of the tracks down, you would have Peter Gabriel type tracks. What do you think about that? But the Talk Talk influence is really apparent on this next track called No End to Love. So reason number 3, did I mention that this album is just so life-affirming, so happy? And you know, that's got to be a reason to have a listen to this. The musicianship is brilliant, the singing is brilliant, and it's just makes you feel so warm inside. The album's full of great tracks, and there's not a dud song on the whole album, and I think it's an album you're going to go back to and want to listen to in years to come. And that's really due to the musical warmth, I think, of each of the tracks. If you're into that kind of 80s sound, that 80s vibe, then this album has 80s vibes in spades. And listen out for that kind of Pino Palladino fretless bass sound that crops up again and again on this album. If that's not the sound of the 80s, then I don't know what is. Hey You Hop Up is one of my favourite tracks on the album. Take a listen to this.
How can I help it? Hop on up. I've got something to tell you now that through the shimmering spangles see those lime green jelly sandals. Oh, hop over it. Hop on a back. I can tell you later. Hop on a back. I'll breathe a little deeper. Hop on a back. Carry you up on shoulders. Hop on a back. I got such high hopes for you. Have you got enough there? 'Cause it's more where they came from. I won't blow.
If you like this album, do check out the video I made by the artist Friars. This album, I think, doesn't get enough recognition. It's a really lovely album. Check out that video too. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and if you have any comments, leave them below.